Hello and welcome to lesson 1 on stem and leaf diagrams or stem and leaf tables. Today we're going to interpret a stem and leaf table. So let's get started. First of all, I want you to think about the rolling a dice. I've rolled dice and these are the results that I got from rolling the dice. I'd like you to pause the video now and record these rolls of a dice in some sort of table. It's up to you, it's entirely up to you how you do it, but pause the video now. Okay, did you do a tally chart like I did here, where you cross off 1, 2, 3, well, that was 3 fours, so 1, 2, 3 fours, 1, 2, 3 threes, 1, 2, 3 fives, 1, 2 sixes, 2 ones, and 3 twos. So did you get a tally table like that? If you wanted to improve that, that's only a level 4. If you wanted to improve that, you could then turn it into a frequency table and quite simply just say the frequency was 2, 3, 3, 3, 3 and 2. All you're doing there is just adding up the number of tally marks. Nice and simple start, but here's a question I would like you to think about. In a game of shinty throughout the season, my team scored in the following number of minutes in the game. Now, how could you record this in a tally chart would be a little bit more difficult. So this is where I'm going to introduce to you now a stem and leaf diagram. And it looks like this. As you can see, we've still got all the times across the top, exactly the same times as we had here. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to write in the numbers as they come. So 72 is 72. 93 becomes 93. 3, well, that doesn't have any 10s, so that goes just there. And then here we have 43, so 4 and 3. Then we have 27, so 2 and 7, 27. Feel like a bingo caller here. 65 is a 6 and a 5. 42. Now we've already got the 4 there. We've already got 43, so we need to put the little 2 afterwards. Don't worry about the colours, I'm just showing the colours so that you can see that I've marked them off. This one's a number 1, so it should go there. And then we've got 29, so 2 and 9. 34, 34, 29 again, so 2 and 9, so 29. 83, 8 and 3 is 83. 3 and 4 is 34. And lastly, we've got 12. Now, that's your stem and leaf. It's not complete and it's not fully accurate, because if we were doing this properly, which I think we should do, you'd then be asked to do it so that the numbers were in order. So it went 1 and 3 rather than 3 then 1. And then the next one would be 12. And the next one would be 27, 29, 29, 34, 34, 42, then 43. You've got nothing in the 50s, but you still have to put it down there. You've got one number in the 60s, that's 65, 72, running out of space here, 83, and lastly 93. So that's how a stem and leaf table is created. This one here on the right hand side because the numbers aren't in order in an exam, you would lose a mark. This is the correct method here, because all the numbers are in the right order and all the numbers are listed. Now, on the next few pages I'm going to show you an example of a stem and leaf. However, where would I put the number 67? Just a little cool question. Have a think of it for a couple of seconds. Pause the video if you want, and I'll give the answer now. Well, 67 would go just here. 67. Now, in an exam you'd be asked to produce a key, but I'll talk about that when we come to constructing stem and leaf diagrams. Anyway, here's a stem and leaf, and as you can see, all the numbers are listed. But here's a question for you. If I had a key, and here's my key, I'm going to tell you that for line 2 means 4.2. What is the smallest number in this stem and leaf? Well, you might think that it's 22 here, or you might think that it's just the 2. It's not, it's 22, but we don't, as we've put it here, this number up here wasn't 42, this number was 2.2. So sometimes you have to be careful and watch what the key is. So, what's the largest number? The largest number is 74, but remember, that's not 74, that's 7.4. Here's the last question, and these are the questions I want you to think about for the homework now. So here are the questions. Looking at this test scores, we can see here we have our key at the bottom. I just want you to answer these simple 3 questions. There they are. Pause the video, attempt the questions and bring it in for homework.